Buongiorno a tutti. Good morning, everybody. This is Jay. Let me know if you can hear good from the streaming and also Discord. Jay, good morning, Pete, William, Dan. Good morning, guys. All right, so like every Wednesday, I'm gonna repeat first few minutes what we're doing. So this that you can see is on the left, Bookmap. We use order flow to help us trader trading future stocks, also crypto. I use it basically for any trade intraday or swing that I want to enter as its main conviction. Order flow is the edge. So I don't trade exclusively based on order flow, but I have a precise trading strategy. And I use order flow to give me that confirmation and also conviction to trade. So I've been using this for many years. We've been showing live trades every single day in the community. We trade, we share the setups, the rules, the strategy. So it's not that you follow only alerts, but you actually learn how to day trade. That's the most important thing. First of all, read the disclaimer. Remember that these sessions are for educational purpose only. They're not to be treated like an investment advice. So read the disclaimer. Okay, let's start over here. A lot of things going on in the mid and large cap land. A little bit less slower weeks in the small cap land, but this is cyclical. Remember that when we have earnings, we won't have so many small cap gappers or runners. So we can see, first of all, over here, how I set up the charts. This is yes. There we go. So this is yes. We can see over here that since May, we start uptrending. So we start breaking the 5,600, shift over here to bullish sign. So you can see basically when we are red, we're looking for shorts. When we're blue, we're looking for longs. I'm referring to the candles. Daily breakout over here on yes these days. And this is an hourly chart. Okay, so I'm looking at hourly chart. This is yesterday. So yesterday you can see the big push that we had, breakout, and then all the way up. So yes, very interesting for me today, looking for a continuation. But all this continuation that I'm looking for on yes and in Q, so on SPY, on the Qs, being that we already extended from where? We already extended from this dip, okay? This dip over here, this is where exactly I went along. So I'm only taking intraday positions. I'm not looking to buy over here, swing position up here, because this is too far from this level over here, okay? Another thing that, because I know that somebody will ask me, when you see over here buy, it's not that I see a buy, enter a trade, okay? Trading view is only a reference for, let's say, the major strategy that is coded. I have an alert over here to start looking for a buy, but then there's other parameters that I'm looking in for a trade, okay? So don't follow the alerts, but learn instead the strategy, because that is the key to become profitable and consistent. So yes, looking for continuation until the market is going to give me the opposite direction. 5 minutes yes is over here. I like to use the hourly chart, okay, as one of the main, we say, charts for levels, structure, setups. So understanding the system over here is when you see the blue bars and the green over here band, I'm looking to long. If I see very easily red bars and red band over here, pink band, I'm looking to short. Okay, so briefly, that's the main core. Then I go into a 15 minutes and 5 minute chart. So this was, for example, yesterday. I screen share generally a 5 minute chart, but When I'm looking at my charts, I have a 60 minutes, 15, 5, 3, and 1. So looking at any intraday time frame, this was yesterday over here, 9:30. We took the first long here. Then you can see some consolidation. Everything is still blue, so we're looking for long plays. This morning we're gapping up versus yesterday close, okay? And you can see over here previous day high. So this morning, if we have a dip into the JLines, okay, which is this major blue band over here, and we start curling back up, I'm going to look for another long play intraday to add to the position. So you can see that we have the alignment of hourly, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, and then I will switch also 3 and 1 to give me that extra confirmation for the timing, okay? This is something that comes automatically. What else I'm watching? NQ, okay? So I like over here NQ for the same purpose we said over here. Yes, uptrending. So we had a major dip over here, the 7th of August, then another one over here, the 12th, okay? So I'm looking always at these dip buys. And then when I see these, okay, I'm looking for intraday structure to buy. So as you can see, I'm not buying up here, okay? I'm not looking for, I would say, these levels here. I'm looking always to buy dips. So I'm looking here, I'm looking here, I'm looking here, because that gives me a lower risk for the entries. And then again, I align this with the intraday time frame, lower time frame. So I'm looking as I said, yes, and NQ. If you won't have any kind of bull trap, I'm looking for a continuation long. Which stocks or which stickers we have to follow, or I'm going to follow today? First of all, we're going to start with large and mid caps. Then I'm also going to share the small cap plan, what we have. So first I'm looking at AMD. Sorry. AMD is a stock that I had it from yesterday in my watch list. I had it from multiple weeks in my watch list. But yesterday it triggered a long play. And I will share so that you can also understand how to trade it. First of all, I put over here on the left my screen, Bookmap on AMD. We can see over here the 185 is already a key level, a strategic key level over here. I call them magnets, okay, magnets, where we have the high liquidity. So this big orange band means that we have over here stacked for now around 50,000 shares to sell. On the right, you can see the daily chart. The blue bars, as I said before, refer to a bullish trend, okay? So you can see this part over here is where I'm going to look for short. This part over here is where I'm looking for longs. I'm going to prefer where we have dips. And I was looking at this structure, okay? The structure over here, we had a dip you can see on the 6th, then a gap play, another push, fail, another push, and this morning gap up. Look how more interesting is looking at these things with the hourly chart. So we can see this cup pattern over here, this cup, you can see the formation. So possibly over here, it's going to form a handle and then push the upside. Okay, so I'm looking for this cup pattern. So this is as you know, as everybody should know, is a configuration pattern that works very good when you're looking to trade stocks, futures, but also forex. We're looking for a major trendline break. We're looking for a breakout. Has to be consistent breakout, so with a lot of volume formed. We see over here the volume right now is absent because this is still pre-market. Okay, so we want to see after the open, after 9:30, 10 o'clock, 11. If we have that volume confirmation, then we're looking for a cup pattern and over here a long play. So start watching, team, for a major play over here on NQ. Okay, and the volume, we need this volume over here. So AMD, Major play on watch. Few things to look. Okay, so we have, you can see that we have this trend line break. Okay, I don't need to repeat that. We have the trend line break. There we go. Hourly chart, cup pattern. You can see that in the previous weeks, right? We had a lot of chop over here. When they up, when they down, when they up, sideways. We had these over here. You can see these green bars. It was telling me it's a possible continuation to the upside. But then, as you know, I refer to the intraday time frame. So I'm looking at AMD, and this is what we're looking at AMD. Okay, so we can see that the price is sideways. Only this morning we're actually breaking over here. But it's going to be possible that this is going to be now the long that we want to trade. Well, everything is, I would say, directly correlated to, one is the sector, second is the index. Okay, so we have to look in this case what AMD is technology, so we have to look for NQ. NQ is going to be strong. Well, then we're going to look for AMD, NVIDIA, Apple, all these stocks that are directly correlated for a potential long play. If NQ will fail, so QQQ, all right, then we're not going to look for a long. But if NQ will be strong, then we're going to look for a long plays. Yesterday was very choppy. So this was the open over here, 9:30. You can see fail. We had over here all red. Red means you're looking to short. Then over here started like printing some longs, but I didn't take anything of these. These were very, very choppy. And this morning we can look over here for 180 calls. Okay, we want to trade a little bit more conservative at the money. Okay, so option to the money. Then what else we have in the large cap plan? Well, we have NVIDIA. NVIDIA that is making, you can see first of all the daily, okay, very strong. So the major way to trade NVIDIA is bullish. I wouldn't really look too short, 1 or 2 days and then reclaims. So when you're aligned over here, this is not 2021 or 22, this is 2025, simply bullish. This is bullish. So you have to stay with these bullish months. Now, even in bullish months, you have a sideways action. This is sideways, it's not really moving. So until we don't have this strong breakout off this level, guys, okay, NVIDIA, below this level, equal no trade. So I put over here just to give you a reference that I'm not gonna trade this until I don't have this break over here, 184. Okay, so you can see now into the 5 minutes or 15-minute chart what I'm gonna trade over here, nothing. Okay, because every single time, like, you know, this day over here, yeah, I had a long play and then went resistance and rejected. Another over here, yeah, I had a long play at 10:30, came to resistance, rejection. I had another long play over here, what held the JLines rejection. So you will take stops, scratches, no good A+ setup trades. Is it clear, team? Any questions on this? Let me know if this is clear so we can move on. Okay, Oklo is the next one. So look over here, guys, Oklo, and why this is on my watch list. So every single time that Oklo came to this band, you can see the green band over here was a major pullback. I'm looking for these two bands, the green one or the blue over here. So the JLines. This is the last pullback that we had. So we had this pullback over here, okay? Refer to our hourly chart. So you can see that we have this trendline break. Of course, I'm not gonna long display over here, right? What are you gonna long over here? It's simply unwinding. As I said before, you're looking to trade long. This is all red below this pink over here, JLines. You're not looking to do anything over here. So you have to wait for a reclaim. We started to reclaim over here. Okay, so just this morning over here, we had a confirmation of this breakout, bull flag over here. Now we're gonna look at 9:30, how this will react, but actually we have a breakout, target 85, and then we're looking for 100. Shifting to the 50 minutes and 5-minute chart, okay? We can see, first of all, yesterday, look how it started pushing. And if you are really good even to scalp over here, we have several plays, 9:30, long play, all these plays into the JLines. You can see over here another one, okay? All these plays into JLines, they out pretty good. And now this morning, if we have an 80 dip, so we're gonna also put over here Oklo. We have an $80 dip and start pushing back up. That's gonna be our long, okay? Use the rules that you should be knowing right now. If you study our course on the website, we have over here a level always below 80, a stop. So we're using the JLines, and we're gonna have confirmation also on Bookmap to enter long. By the way, team, we have this to share 2 seconds. There we go. We have a new interactive course that we made over here with Bookmap. So if you go on the Bookmap page over here, Bookmap Learning Center, it's a short course, but actually explain the use of our system in confluence with Bookmap and showing high win rate setups. All of this based on back testings. So you will see supply and demand, core strategies, Saturday we trade on earning plays, on news, which is under setup, how to scalp, and also trailing your stop, because I think not too many talk about how to trail. And it's a very good course, mini course, will give you in about 50 minutes everything that you need to know in order to start using Bookmap efficiently. And this you can see on the Bookmap website. For more, you can refer to our website, JTrader.co. We have an entire new website with courses, mentoring. As I said, all these Saturday we trade is the best way to trade based on statistics and data. So Oklo on our play for this morning over here. What else we have? Apple, coin. So I'm gonna do these fast because I want to also go into the small cap line as well. So Apple is looking over here for a daily breakout. Okay. We had the zone over here for a long. This zone over here for the long play. This zone over here for the long play, and now is setting up one right now. So Apple, since yesterday started to push. So if today is going to confirm a level of 230, okay, we're looking for under over. So Apple, as we said this morning, the Watchlist, A plus is going to be under over, B setup or plan B, F50. So we stay with Apple. We can look at 230 calls. Before looking into small caps, I want to go into, yeah, we also have coin over here pushing. We have BA, so we have several stocks is going to possibly push this morning. So start watching those. Okay, now we're looking into the small cap land. Starting from X4 Pharmaceuticals, big accumulation yesterday. When we start these stocks in the morning, we look at the stats. we look at the key levels of the company. And one of the major setup that we look based on the statistics of the company, if the company is healthy or not, we're looking if one is going to hold the JLines over here, or it's going to fail and die. So the first play that generally we're looking for is to see is or it dips and pops so we can long it, or it pops and it's into a resistance generally on Bookmap and we fail, so we short it. And over here we had both. So this was a good short play, good long play. And then you can see that it simply stood over here for the first hour sideways. And the problem is when it started not to fail. So when it started not to fail, we know that something's cooking. So once it broke over here, the pre-market high, which is this level over here, one of our rules is if it breaks the pre-market high and it fails over here to hold, okay, that's a very good short. But when it starts holding, like over here, and then we start having, as you can see, buy trigger. This is buy trigger, so it's a J-line curl essentially, right? This is the setup. Then you start looking for a long. So the stock moved from over here from $2 until over here, $3.80. So this morning, is it gonna do the same thing at the gate? So it's gonna dip into the level over here, $3, hold the $3 and curl back up. Then we're looking for a long tail till 4. Okay, so we're gonna also put up over here X4. So in case that setup happens, we're gonna see if we have a big heat map in order to trade it. X4 over here. If instead we're gonna look to short, not before 4,420. So I'm not looking to short anything over here. Okay, X4 clear. Okay. BSLK, up today, we have over here the after hours push. This came all the way up, all the way up. I did a little bit of research on BSLK. So explaining over here. So we have the quarterly to financial results. Revenue up 23 times per to 1.3 million. We have strong guidance for 2025 and 2026. Potential 20 million financial deal. So positive news. But even if we have positive news on the stock, what happened in the past? The stock still went on a fail, okay, 3 times out of 4. So I went back and checked all these 4 times that the stock gapped, okay? So it went over here in the daily. And we can see over here this day gapped, failed, this day extended. So remember, 4 times we had a gap on the stock. So 4 times the stock was above 30%, okay, at a certain point in pre-market. And 3 times this stock during the day closed below the open. What does it mean? That even if extended, it then gave back. So it didn't have any kind of big substantial power, okay, or liquidity to hold it strong because we had a lot of sellers. Even this day over here, I mean, this day traded almost 70 million, or around, 72 million of volume, okay, 72 million volume. This day was the 17th of July, so more or less 1 month ago. Let's go back and check it. 17th of July. There we go, this day. So the stock was from, good morning, buddy, from $2.20, came up to the $4.80 and fell all the way down. So that tells you something about the company. So if now I'm going back and I check where this stock rejected, this stock rejected at 430, and this stock rejected over here at the level at 470, okay? So when you see these levels over here, black and red levels, I can take off now all of it, okay? So these levels over here are drawn automatically, and the level over here, 430 and 470, have a reason to be over there because those 2 levels, this over here and this over here, these are the potential short levels, okay? So potential short levels on BSLK. Okay, team. If now, so I'm doing things so simple to explain you. Now we're gonna have that push into 430 or 420 or 470, and I'm gonna see a big heat map level over there, then that is my level to short. What is a big heat map? Something that you see like this, okay? So it's a key level of where liquidity stays, so sellers are ready over there to jump in. If we're not gonna get into those levels, I'm gonna pass. Maybe a very small trade at 4, okay? So be set up 4 level, small trade, only with big heat map. Otherwise, 440, as we said, 470, A plus. Now, when I say 440, 470, could be 430 or 460 or 490, okay? It doesn't have to be 440 on the dot. I'm gonna look where the liquidity slows down and then where we can take a low easy trade. So BSLK, X4, ATNF day 2. So unless it goes over here to $18, $19, I'm not really interested in trading that. Or long, Apple, Oklo, AMD, NQ, ES, so QQQ, SPY. But then also we have other stocks, as I said before, Coin, BA, BABA, PLTR, QBT, QBTS. So plenty of these stocks. So this morning we had a good lesson on how to make the pre-market plan. Be right back, team. Few minutes to start. Time for our coffee. open Apple. Let's see if we can break 232. AMD. So Apple, as you can see over here, we have the long play, AMD the long play, Oklo waiting. Once we are in a long play, we then put the stop break even. AMD 183. Sell 1/3. NQ, yes, long play on the over confirm. We want to see the hold of the pre-market high. Several other stocks are giving the long play. Amazon, Coin, Microsoft, Oklo now. We are updating while we're trading the setups and sharing them the trades, the setups, execution. So we have AMD. You can see the long play on the over. So the system is telling you long. The Oklo on the over. Apple system giving you on the over. Yes, on the over, and over here on the over. So when you're looking at our trading, it's all systematic. It's all coming from strategy. And we have over here the long plays, okay? So setups from the playbook. We have yes, NQ, so SPY, QQQ, MD, Oklo, Apple for now. So we're looking right now, you can see the strong volume on Oklo. AMD, strong volume over here as well. Apple, I'll break even. AMD 183.50. And you're going to stay with those stocks that are stronger, okay? You can see over here that Apple failed, try to hold over here now the pre-market high. Oklo if it's gonna fail to it's gonna fail to over here 81 and 70, 1 and 50. So not going to hold a pre-market high. Simply get out of these. You take your scratch break even, and you simply instead hold and invest your time in those stocks that are performing the best. In this case, AMD. In this case, this morning, Amazon, coin. So we can put over here coin. See the big push over here this morning. Is it this one?
Yeah.
Amazon, just like AMD, right? So we stay with the strongest stocks. Coin extending more. And if you see these setups, team, 9:30, dip into the JLines and over. Okay, so you can see over here, forecast tells you which setup to trade. And then over here, system, JLines, curl, okay? Or JLine system, so it's easier for everybody to understand. Once I see this, always have your order flow ready. So we can also put over here coin so that you can see. You see the massive volume. And keep it very, very simple, team. Keep it very, very simple. So this over here is with Bookmap. Yeah, you can follow the streaming over here on YouTube as well. Let's go back on Oklo. So look over here what happens. The buy is there. Okay, so beautiful buy with the 81.80, 82. It comes up. So you're in for $1.50, comes back down. And that is exactly your stop we were saying before, 82, 81.80. So you're risking basically a break even, okay? So this is our buy alert. And once we fill the JLines over here, is exit. All right, let's go check what else we have over here. So yes is still going, NQ still going, AMD still going, Amazon still going. Very strong volume on AMD. Look at those bookmap heat maps. It's our buy alert and what we had in the Watchlist. This is this morning plan. AMD watts for long above trend line with setup on the over. Setup on the over. Okay. So this we posted like couple of hours ago. OPL on AMD, guys, still running. We're in 183. Sorry, 181. Sold 130, 183. So we want to trail now 9 and 20 MA. Microsoft over here reversed. BA strong. Baba strong. So NQ is fading. Remember 9 and 20. Okay, once we fail, you start to get out. If we have another dip over here with JLines, we'll buy more. Yes is stronger. Yes, if I'm pre-market and open, sell half, 6495. AMD 185, sell more, another 1/3. 185. Coin 340, sell 1/3. This can run still another 10 points, good. Apple are back on watch. So we had some good home runs this morning. I'm watching the sector financial over here, XLF. is strong. NQ should push again. Oklo came down, but I believe it was going to start again to push. On Watts PLTR team. On Watts PLTR. Tesla beautiful breakout. Remember, we have on our plan this one 345-ish. So you can see our trading range finally, the dip and the breakout. Okay. Finally, good break over here. Let's see the 1 minute. Big heat map 350. I'm looking for Tesla at 500. That is what I'm looking for, swing and holding. So we can see over here 930, reclaim the long play. Okay, with the JLines, so perfect over here. Set up long, reverse 50, buy play. So the list over here, what is JLines 135, bullish, candles, blue, forecast, bullish, daily breakout. Okay. Can put on the 5 minutes as well. Or in the 1 minute as you prefer. So this was the chart that we had yesterday, guys. Yesterday we had a fail on Tesla, so we had a short all day. But we're set over here. We'll be looking for the continuation to the long side. And this is the daily breakout. Okay. So you can see very clearly over here, the daily breakout. Coin still going. We have 343. So you can see another daily breakout over here in coin. Not bad. This morning we said coin, look for the break over here to long by its zone. It's coming along pretty good. Perfect daily breakout. So we have ES strong, NQ strong, AMD strong, Oklo over here, pop and fail, QBTS pop and fail, QBT pop and fail. Gonna put also PLTR to watch. Tesla daily breakout. So these are the strongest stocks of the day. And also AMZN over here. The strongest stocks of the day. I'm expecting something more from PLTR, so still waiting. All the others, you can see that we have all daily breakouts. Let's go back AMD. Maybe the strongest of the day. You can see what a daily breakout. Okay, team. So AMD. Now we had the 185 as our target. This is the market we want to trade. So stick with the names that are uptrending. ES and NQ, AMD, BA, Coin, PLTR still waiting. AMD, we repeat AMD, Amazon. Let's start putting over here NVIDIA. We have to wait NVIDIA 184. So let's look at PLTR so that you understand what I'm looking. Before I said that PLTR, start watching for a long play. You can see that everything is red. Okay, so what does it mean? On the 1 minute, here we go, means that we cannot long. There's no confluence over here. Okay, all the 1 minute is red. I'm not looking to long anything like that. On the 5 minute chart, we have no long play over here from 9:30. Okay, so we have to wait for that play. Make sense? Apple is totally the opposite. So if we see the 1 minute, it started 9:30 being all blue. So it gave a long over here, came up 1 point and a quarter. Actually a bit more, but let's say 1 point and a quarter, came back down. Failed the JLines, so it became red. No trade over here, and then it started to become over here, back again, green. Okay, we have a big daily breakout on Apple. So let's put Apple over here. I like the stock. I like the daily breakout. For me, this can have much more momentum. It's a nice daily breakout, guys. I like the play. Anybody in coin still? AMD. Amazon, good daily breakout. Hood all the way down with an FFT. MU all the way down. NVIDIA sideways. Oklo, FFT all the way down. Not too much in the small cap land. You can see now the rejection on Bookmap at 185 on AMD. So when I start seeing this, I'm going to take more profit. Small cap traders patient. You can do the same performance, if not more, with futures or with options. So Tesla is at 350. Apple still bullish, strong over here. This is the Oklo. You can see the failed breakout of the level and then unwind. Coin still strong. So some good patterns. For being mid-August, this was a very good morning. Hope you follow the streaming and the playbook. And Q below the 1 minute JLines, so avoid over here. Yes, if we're going to have the 1 minute JLines and use heat map, look into long. Well done, Davide. AMD, what we're waiting? We're waiting back to re-enter over here. If you get out VWAP or JLines, okay? Don't lose any time with the 1920 MA. If you look also in Bookmap on AMD, let's put over here. Look at the difference in this part being totally green, okay? So a lot of buyers. And once we start getting the 185, you can see the sellers. So the first part green, buyers in control. Second part over here, sellers. Put lost over here, 5%, HOOD. Let's see BSLK. All right. So remember the stock team. We've been watching the stock in pre-market. Has history of fading 75% of the time. Reclaim the 1 minute JLines over here. So fail the JLines. This is a good JLine rejection. We'll put now the bookmap as well to show you. This level over here, 939. Okay, so at 939, sorry, 360, the rejection here. Failed. Reclaim 1 minute JLines. I'm going to be only interested in over here in trading if this goes $4 or $4.40. Okay, just like explained before. Let me just put over here the JLines so that you can see where it popped. BA, another breakout. So the moment that we have a heat map level, I just want to explain you how it works. There we go. So this zone over here, you can see that we have JLines, right? Is the moment that you have over here, the sellers. We can put over here visual order. Yeah, okay. I think this is perfect. Okay, so this is how to use Bookmap. And you can do the same thing to long and short, right? So when you see a big heat map over here, the price double top stalls is not, oh, I see a heat map, so I see this level orange over here, let me go short. No. But when you align also the strategy, in this case, we know that once a trade fails and then rejects a level, that rejection, sorry, actually was over here. There we go. This rejection, because we have a JLines, because we have a confluence over here for resistance, because we have over here a heat map, that becomes my short. So now you can see over here that I have no heat map, and the only reason for me over here is to go long play, all right? So why I don't go long play? Because I would like to see over here a huge heat map below at 357, 360. So if I have a big support like this, okay, that you can see at 320, okay, then I can trade it long. This is a momentum trade. And based on what we said before, pre-market play, what are we going to do? We're going to look to short or 4 over here around 430. Okay, so let's look over here now. I'm going to put this, so to clean it up a little bit. There we go. There we go. So you see this 398. This level over here, 398 for dollars, is the level of resistance, liquidity over here. So exactly this level over here, 394, 395, that's a good short play, okay, with a very low risk. What you're, I would say, what over here, what is your risk? Your risk is that we clear the 4, so you have to stop immediately because you can see over here that we have a support, right? If now this support goes away, and we stuff into this 398, that's a beautiful short. So let's see if we can have a short or not. Still waiting over here. Still waiting over here. The volume is strong. Why? 1.2 million. So it's going up. Still waiting. So we have, remember the daily level we said before in pre-market. Remember the pre-market plan, 430, 435. This is over here, the system gave us a long, but I said I would only enter here if we have a big heat map. Well done, buddy. Good profit. So it's skyrocketing over here, 440. Meanwhile, over here, my wife came. She's beautiful, but she's eating next to me Oreo cookies. And you know that, guys, I'm over here in a strict diet after I gained 20 pounds in 1 month. So let's look over here. Now we are into that level of resistance. If we have a big heat map coming in, that's going to be a good short play. Eat because he eats cookies. Mm-hmm. You see, guys, there is some support over here on Bookmap. Some support on Bookmap as well. That's the pre-market high. And we're always like that, okay? If we have a big heat map, that's a fake of pre-market high, and then we could go short. Yeah, I did. AMD in the meanwhile, new highs. BA new highs, so solid action. We have this small heat map over here, 828, okay? So this is not that wide, big heat map that I want to trade into short. Let's see if we pop over here. There we go. 428, 430. Let's see if it rejects good. Short play right now. So 426, 427 short, risking 431 on BSLK, extension play, risky trade. TP is going to be per 4R to 1 minute JLines. Okay. So if it goes away 430, don't stay there and wait. Poi metto nel room dopo. Oh, belli. A little bit more sellers over here, 420. So everything came from alignment, okay? So why came over here, the alignment? Why got short 426? One, key level daily. Two, bookmap. Stuffy move. Low risk. Is a clear team. There we go. A small trade coming to a good trade right now. And remember, these stocks, okay, I'm going to write it. These stocks can now show you fail. Then in 30 minutes, squeeze to 5. So don't trust them. Don't trust them. Let's see in the meantime the other stocks. So we have ES, 1 minute JLines, Apple up, Tesla good, AMD perfect, Coin good, and BSLK is over here. Anybody shorted on BSLK? I don't want to say our alert, but it's that setup. Okay, sorry, man. Carve it in, flow in, and everything is motivated, is, I would say, confirmed by the low risk. We don't know if this is going to go down 100%. We have a low risk, and that's your entry. You know that if it goes bad, you're risking 5 cents. It goes good, you're making like 5, 6 times more. I think well. There we go, 396. Nice work, guys. There's support over here. So 399, take out 1/3. 1/3 out on BSLK, please. Reason, fib level. Okay. If you hear barking, guys, is my wife. I mean, my dog. I believe that, William. Actually, I don't like Oreos. Really, I don't like them. I like this is an Italian brand, much better, called gocciole. Probably Davide knows them. After a long day of trading, those make you feel good. You see, guys, this is exactly a gap and crap. Wow, what a dump over here on this bar. See it? Enjoy it. Even those Pete are beautiful. It's nice to support of a wife when you're like on diet. So we're holding right now Apple, AMD, coin back to the JLines. Again, in the trailing video that you can watch on the website, I explain how to look for the trailing. So trend line, 9 and 20 crossing, get out. Bene. Bene. What happened?
I used to get out before.
Yeah, for me, this is the exit. The lower low breakdown. Going to the JLines. AMD new highs. Come on, BSLK. Dump a little bit more. Sorry, guys, my wife is not feeling well. Come on, BSLK. Want to see a breakdown of the support, 385, 384. Still holding. Okay, let's go back to our plays. So MD, coin, Apple, several movers right now. Apple highs, MD highs, Amazon pullback, Tesla pullback, BA pullback, coin pullback. So update right now. So we have yes on reclaim of JLines equal long with setup. So we're looking for hammer, inside bar, and bookmap. BSLK or break even or 1 minute JLines, then 3. Holding short. Coin, same as yes on watch here. Tesla, daily breakout, reclaim 346, too long with volume. Apple, AMD, strong plays with Amazon. Come on, 385. Apple for more. So look what Apple did, guys. This is the daily breakout. Amazon has sold at 223. Big support right now on BSLK 390. MD 186. From our 181. That's exactly what we wanted. So look over here, because this is where you're going to understand how to use Bookmap. You see this 344? Okay, we have JLines, right? And now you can see this big heat map over here at 344. That is your play. Okay. So this morning, for who, for example, came in Oklo with us, A+ setup on the daily. So I'm gonna review over here, because even if the setup didn't go as planned, I want to make you understand the play. So trendline break, 930 is here, this bar. Okay, so we have the break of 81. So you can see the, sorry, break of 81, 81 and 60. Dip into JLines and push. There we go. 81 and 60, 81 and 80. Okay, long play came to 83.60, so $2 per share. And then you can see when heat map came in, that is your short play. Okay, team. So I'm going to explain a few more things over here on this one, on how to reverse position with Bookmap as well. Okay, so expect to find a short lesson in the next 10-15 minutes on here and on Twitter. I will explain a few things about Oklo, how to see this, how to step for the reversal, and then in about 15 minutes, mentoring session. Thank you for the morning. Thank you for the help. I think we took some good trades. Reach out if you want to join our mentorship or you want to join our room. So looking to have you in the community and to teach you everything that I know. Thank you very much.